first and 10. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace? Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it. Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there. And it's third down. Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Oh, you're crediting your defense. Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night. And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, first and 10 at their own 24. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And his first pass is incomplete. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone. You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. On second down, Winston again. He's going to air one and got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 76 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it? No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first down carry by Bell. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000. Yards in 2017, and I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodgers. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8th. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Humphries. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Winston. Being chased out left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is got it. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. A first down throw for Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On the counter, here's Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Pull down, pull down. Hey, I want to kick.
Play fake. Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little... late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Winston over the middle to Evans. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Follow. Green, Triple T.
A give to Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Green, triple C. Even. Green, triple C.
Jameis to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Switzer now to return. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
This is Bell on the dump off. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Brown. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
There's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches, holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
Well, he had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Now Bell. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. He's going to get it running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Humphries. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's
looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Rodgers. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. The 30, 20. Shedding defenders at the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 63 yards.
Here we go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Ben to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Levante David in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Humphries. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Shazier in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Hey, bravo, okay? 150.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ryan Shazier in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, sub. Let's go. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to right. I got it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got him in. Complete. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 75 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Daniel McCullers busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Easy. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Second down, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Third and long for Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. And even 50 yards. Back now in Tampa. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Winston to his big play receiver, Jackson. 59 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The give is to Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Let's go. Green, triple C.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He's going to get it running right. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now Winston steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. First carry for James Conner. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Javon Hargrave coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Jameis to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Winston. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Money bag. Money bag.